Hello, everybody. How many of you have experienced a migraine in your life? I personally have not, but I know several people that have, and they explain the throbbing pain in their head, the sensitivity to all the lights, and the overall lightheadedness that comes along with having a migraine. Excuse me. Many times they have to leave school or their job just to be able to go home and try to find a way to relieve that pain. And many times I wish that there was something that I could give them that could help relieve them of that pain. Thankfully now there is. It's called Nerivio. Nerivio is a drug-free treatment for migraines and is an armband that stimulates nerves in the upper arm using electrical impulses and virtually blocks the pain from the migraine from affecting you. So I will kind of talk you through how Nerivio works if you were to get it and use it one day. So first off, you have to be at least 18 years or older. The FDA is still working on approving a Nerivio that children can use, but right now you have to be an adult. The cost was $99, and it can be used for 12 45-minute sessions. After you use it for those 12 45-minute sessions, the battery will run out, and you will have to buy a new one after that point. You want to apply Nerivio as soon as the symptoms start coming from your migraine, but if you are unable to or it's not with you, then you can also apply it up to an hour after your symptoms start, and it will still be effective and relieve the pain. And the way that you control Nerivio is through an app that you get on your phone. The Nerivio armband connects to your phone, and you can control the electrical impulse, or the electrical shock, you could say, intensity on your phone. There's no buttons or anything on the actual armband. It's just all connected to your phone. So now that I've explained kind of what Nerivio is, I'll explain how it works and kind of the science behind what it does. An article on Migraine Again said that Nerivio uses electrical stimulation to block pain signals from reaching the brain. So that's a very general way of describing it. Now, Theranica.com describes it a little more scientifically. They are the creators of Nerivio, the owners of Nerivio. So when they talk about Nerivio, they describe it this way. It's an armband that connects to your arm, and it stimulates nerves in the upper arm, peripheral nerves in the upper arm, and it stimulates them to a point where they depolarize, which means that they register that there's something happening on your arm, but they don't go as far as stimulating the nerves to where you feel pain. So you will not actually feel any pain from the armband itself. So as it stimulates that arm, it sends signals up to your brain that trigger the descending pain inhibitory pathway, which starts to block the pain from the migraine. And then the stimulus also releases serotonin and noradrenaline, which also help block pain. So virtually the tingle, you could say, from your arm is coming up and blocking the pain from the migraine to where your brain doesn't actually register it and you don't actually feel it. And you want to leave it on for the full treatment. So some people might think, oh, I feel better after 20 minutes. Well, you need to leave it on for the full 45 minutes to get the full effect. In May of 2019, Theranica did a science experiment to see just how well their new product worked. And they separated people into a treatment group and a sham group. A sham group is basically just people that are told they're going to receive treatment, and they do not actually receive any treatment. So after 2 hours post-treatment, so they used Nerivio for 45 minutes, and then another 2 hours passed. 66.7% of the people that actually had Nerivio on their arm had experienced pain relief. Out of those 66.7%, 37.4% had no pain at all anymore. They were completely pain-free. And then also out of that 66.7%, 46.3% of people had experienced relief from their most bothering symptoms. So maybe they had a really intense headache, that was gone. Maybe they had blurry vision, that was gone. So as you can see, Nerivio is very useful in treatment and has over a 60% chance of working. So if you were to use it, you have over a 60% chance of it working just within a short amount of time. In conclusion, I hope that you can see the breakthrough that Nerivio has caused in the scientific community and medical community. It is a drug-free treatment, so it's non-addictive, and it is very effective. And it's also very affordable to use. If you divide up the treatments by session, it's just about $8 to $9. So to relieve an immense amount of pain coming from your head, it's only cost a small price to pay. And you might be surprised at how a little tingle from your arm or a little shock on your arm can actually block the pain from the migraine. But in the end, you will feel much better, and you won't even be thinking about the science of it all. Thank you.